If you found this reading, you may be somebody seeking something right now. You may be somebody who is looking for something or trying to pick out tiny details or reading too much into things. You might be a person, a chronic overthinker. Welcome to my space, by the way. If you found this reading, I hope it finds you well. And if you found this reading, you're clearly seeking something out. You are clearly trying to find some part of you or reignite some part of you or find some new part of you. And you may be experiencing a lot of doubt right now, either doubt within the path or doubt within your intuition. Be careful with how you speak to yourself, because everything that you say to yourself and everything that you speak out loud manifests in your life, because you are a very powerful person. You hear me, girl or boy or person, everything in between? You are powerful. You have much more power than you think you do. And you feel as if you don't have access to this power, this emotional power within your heart, the power to love and to receive love. There may be some sort of, I'm getting the image of grass, and it's just staying one length. You may feel as if you're staying very stagnant at this moment in time, and that things aren't progressing, and that's making you doubt yourself. It's not progressing as quickly as you need it to be or as you want it to be. But you have to be careful with that, because your mindset creates your reality. So if you believe that it's not progressing quick enough, then it won't. Have hope. Align with hope. Align with faith. And remember that you are always in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, even if it feels wrong, even if it feels backwards, because it is all purposeful. We also have the Emperor coming out reversed with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, the Shaman card coming out. You may feel very unfocused, or like things are shaking beneath you. There might be a tower moment approaching, or it might have already occurred, where you have found yourself having to rebuild. You may have left a situation, you may have pulled away from a situation, and you might find yourself in this limbo of knowing that you have to step away, but also not really knowing how to step forward. So you're sort of in this stagnant space. I'm also getting the message, fixing my bangs. I'm also getting the message that, and I lost it. Damn. Curse me and my perfectionist tendencies to make my hair look perfect. So we're being, we're clarifying the Emperor reverse with the Shaman card. So you actually have more wisdom right now than you think that you do. I feel as if we're being very hard on ourselves right now. I feel like that's a common theme right now, is that because we aren't moving forward quickly enough at our own pace, like we're being hard on ourselves for not doing enough, or doing something that feels wrong, or doing something that feels like it's not aligned. But the truth is that no matter what you do, it is aligned with your higher purpose. It is aligned with what you need to be learning. Oh, and here's the message coming back to me. I'm also getting this sense of, like, saying less is more. But also, what you have to say, even if it is a lot, is very, very powerful. You might have a lot to say, or you might not. But what you say packs a punch. What you say packs a punch. What you say is very impactful. It is powerful, and it shocks people because it's not what they're used to. And I'm just checking my incense over there if it's burning all right. I'm also gonna move this incense holder down here, feeling called to do that. So yeah, you may be ignoring calls, you may be ignoring signs, you may be overthinking them, reading too much into them, and we also have the Queen of Wands reversed. You may be feeling insecure at this moment or powerless. You may be feeling not creative enough, like you're consuming too much and like you're not putting enough out. You may feel like there's something to transmute. You may feel this hunger, physical or spiritual and mental, like you may be wanting more, you may be hungry for more, you may be even starving for more, and we are being hard on ourselves for not doing more. Let's get more on that. There can be no growth without challenge. There can be no growth without hardship. And hardship can come internally as well. It does not have to be external suffering. It does not have to be, there's that insecurity energy coming through. Perfectionism might be a common theme. Challenge does not have to be external, although it often is. And often our internal struggle is a product of something external to us. So you may be finding yourself being confused, I'm hearing. And being confused as to why you're being confused, because maybe you are a person who usually knows, or you have known in the past. And now that you are in this, again, that tower moment has occurred, or that it is occurring right now. It's like, well, now I'm out of control. I don't have any control. That's where this Queen of Wands reversed is coming through as well. We don't have any control over the situation. We don't have any power over the situation other than how we react to it. And so that creates dissonance within our minds. That creates dissonance within logic. And it also creates dissonance between logic and what we want. We may want something that is not good for us, and logically we know it's not good for us. And pursuing that thing anyway makes us feel powerless because we are aware that we're doing something wrong. And we're being aware of that. We're being aware that we're being aware. And yet we still do it. But that does not mean that you are not brave, because you have come a long way from where you were, and it could be a lot worse. You have somehow mastered the wisdom of your heart. You know what breaks your heart, and you know what heals your heart. And as much as you know that, you are also neglecting your heart. And that's part of the growth. That's part of the challenge. That's part of it. There's also this energy of maybe feeling dirty, energetically, hygienically, emotionally, mentally, like you may be thinking or feeling things that don't feel pure, whatever that means for you. You also may be, okay, this is a specific message for those of us who are seeking sobriety. Been sober for 60 days almost. Shout out to me for doing that. So those of us who are seeking sobriety and want to be clean, we may feel that we are dirty or wrong because we're not, or that you're not. Whatever substance it is, I have been a marijuana smoker, chronically for a long time. But this does not just go for marijuana, it goes for nicotine. It goes for other more dangerous drugs. And this is also a message coming through about safety. Please be safe. If you are an addict, which I feel like I might be reaching some energy of addiction. If you're gonna be an addict, you already are. If specific message for a specific person or specific people. If you are going to pursue the things you're going to pursue, please do it as safely as possible. Carry Narcan. Carry Narcan, carry testing strips. Because if you're gonna be doing something bad for you, you might as well be doing it in the safest way possible. And for those of us that have lost people to drugs, those people are coming through now to us, and at least to me, and showing love and reminding us that we live on despite the fact that they don't. And we live on for the sake of carrying their legacy and carrying their memories and living life because they couldn't. Just to spite death. Just to give death a little kick in the ass, if you will. Although death also is not always a bad thing. We know, for the people of us that are alive, that the people who have moved on to the other side from our realm to the other realm, we know that those people on the other side may also be more at peace than they ever could have been when they were alive. It's a very specific message, and it completely resonates with me. And I'm assuming if I'm reaching a certain collective, it resonates with you too. But if it doesn't, leave it. I just saw 1221 on the clock. So that's 6, the number 6. Yeah. A feeling of giving out what they could have never received, or receiving what I'm feeling like an aching. I think it was because I had to burp. But I feel like that is also a spiritual synchronicity. Feeling as if you have a lump in your throat. We might also be a very emotional collective at this time. Whether it's because we're mourning those we've lost, or because we're mourning parts of us that need to die as well, and that have died. We're mourning parts of ourselves and parts of our life and people in our life that have died. A common theme I'm feeling in this reading is death. I was shuffling this deck before while watching another tarot reading on YouTube, and I like to do that just to have something to do with my hands, but also to notice synchronicities between the video I'm watching and the reading and the cards that I'm shuffling myself. And I was cutting into the transformation or death card literally like maybe 10 times. So I feel like that's significant. Like, we're in a place where transformation is, or already has happened. It is happening, or it has already happened. Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. So we may feel as though we're not progressing on a mental level. Like, we may not feel like we know enough. We may not feel like we are saying enough, or maybe we're saying too much. We're being insecure about our voice. Maybe we feel about our voices. Excuse me for my incorrect grammar. We may be feeling as though we have nothing good to say, or if we say something smart, it won't be perceived in a way that is understood. I'm getting a message that this collective might be a group of people who are misunderstood. As cliche as that sounds, we might be people who are rejected or not represented in lots of ways. You may be a minority. I have the privilege of being white and also living in a very privileged place. I'm a woman though, and I'm also part of the LGBTQ community, and I'm also a more curvier person. So those of us who are not represented in mainstream media, whether you're, trans or a racial minority, or, whether you're in poverty, or whether you're just not being seen, there is a message here about, there's a message here about you needing to see yourself when nobody else sees you. You may be a person who's lucky enough to have people in your life who see you. You may also be a person who doesn't have that, and that's okay, because you have you. You have you. And we are taught not to trust ourselves, especially in organized religion, especially in the church. People are told that they cannot be whole without a connection to God. And if you are a person with religious trauma, if you are a person who has a hard time trusting themselves and feels like they need to be completed by something, even if it's not a higher power like God, the Christian God, if you feel that you need to be completed, there's a message here about you already are whole. If you feel broken, if your voice feels like it's cracking, if you feel like you have a lump in your throat, if you feel like your thoughts are dissociated or disordered, remember, that does not mean you are broken. You are never broken. You are whole on your own, and you are moving. You are moving, even when it feels like you are still. And being still is what we need right now. We don't need to be moving quickly at this time. It's important to move through things without the need to be impulsive or be quick or be in this mode of fixing things. We can simply observe and learn. And there is a message coming through about what is not in our control right now. Being in control is something that, as a collective, whoever is seeing this video, we might really, really love having control in every capacity of life, and we don't like it when we can't have control over our lives, or when we feel restricted, when we feel like we're limited in ways. That also goes out, that message goes out to the minorities who are literally restricted by law, or rejected by society. But there is no need to, obviously I can't speak for minorities that are more oppressed than I am. And that is not my responsibility, and is not my place. But what I will say is that even when we feel like we are lacking, and even when we feel like we're not moving, and we're not making progress, and we're not good enough, even when we feel like our voice isn't strong enough, even when we feel like we're not doing enough, period, that is part of it. And even when it feels like you're going backwards, that is a part of the path. Even when you feel like you're veering off the path, that is the path. Everything has purpose. Everything has purpose. You have purpose. There might be people watching this video who feel like they don't know what purpose even means or what their purpose truly is. And you don't have to have it figured out right now, but just know that there is one, and it will present itself to you when it's time, because divine timing is also very purposeful. Timing is all purposeful. There's no coincidences when it comes to timing. Okay. We have the 6 of shells coming out reversed with the 3 of shells on the bottom of the deck. So this is beautiful because we are healing from childhood trauma through friendship with people who teach us what it means to truly have love and familial connection. You may be a person who has unstable family relationships, but in this message here, I'm getting the sense that we are making our own family. We are making a family that, and if you are in this place where you don't have that yet, and you're like, oh, who, me? Having a family? That's silly. Please, 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 please hold on to hope and have faith, because I have a special feeling about this collective that it is inevitable for you. It's just inevitable that you find people who are aligned with you, because you're aligned with other people. They just haven't presented themselves to you yet. You are not a person who is meant to be alone. We have to be alone sometimes to learn about our inner wisdom and about our inner state. But you don't have to do it alone, and you won't do it alone forever. You won't. You simply won't. We also have the 8 of Swords coming out reversed. So this is a message about breaking free from limiting beliefs about hopelessness. Yes. So maybe you're realizing that the way that you've been perceiving the world and the way that you've been perceiving your situation has not been serving you. And the way that you're doing things, the way that you're thinking about things, the way that you're perceiving life has to change. Because it has made you depressed in the past, and you notice that about yourself. And so what we're doing is we are reevaluating and simply observing. Again, I'm getting this observant energy of just taking a step away to figure out how to move forward. Just taking time. Again, there's the energy of just taking things slow, step by step, even in between steps, pausing in between steps and just sitting and waiting and wishing. It's a song by Jack Johnson. That song's coming through. Sitting, waiting, wishing. Okay, I'm feeling called to close the reading with a card from an oracle deck called Dreamscape Oracle. So we will pull from that to close out the reading. And I will read from the book for you. All right, final words for this reading, Spirit. Final words. Just cleansing it with some smoke. Ooh, the smoke's getting in my eyes. All right, what does this collective need to know for final advice, final words of encouragement? What is something that we can be left off with? The Architect. Look at how beautiful that card is. Wow. I haven't used this deck in a long time. The Architect. Let's see where this is. Give me one moment. Okay, here we go. The Architect is a mysterious figure. Their eyes appear wide open, yet blurred by the state of flow. They honor the creative state, which holds the key to unlock the plan made inside their mind. When the architect begins a new idea, they close their eyes and give in to the creation within. When they have the item fully formed in their mind's eye, they can work their magic to make it a reality. The horns on their head direct the power required to make magic happen. Their hands are relaxed, releasing the energy of the architect's design. Whew, my eyes are watering because of the smoke. The Masonic eye, I don't know if that's how you say it, Masonic, appears within the space between their hands. The symbol reminds the architect of their ability to manifest their divine will. A butterfly hovers near the architect's tattooed face, bringing new creations and designs to their capabilities. Create your own life. Use your mental powers to manifest desires. Okay, so this is magician energy right here. We were talking about this in the beginning of the reading. You do not lack. You have so much power. It's a beautiful card. You're beautiful. And you have more than you think that you do to be able to create the life that you want when you are feeling limited by society or the law or by life or by the people in your life or by family. You have every right and you are entitled to create the life that makes you happy as long as it's not harmful or hurtful to others or disrespectful in any way. You are entitled to that. So own it. Own it. That's the reading. Thank you so much for staying if you did. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I really hope this resonated for you. And please let me know if it did, if you're seeing this. Have a wonderful night, wonderful day, wonderful afternoon. Thank you for letting me have access to your energy. And I wish you the best of luck on your architectural and magical journey. Thank you.